Alright, so Swiftblade's going up to lethal. You fool! Sorry for that voice crack there, by the way. Yeah, so we do that, and then just to show them. Good game. This is why you don't leave your face open to a Swiftblade, and you have vigilance. What's up, everybody? My name's Chance. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Boros Aggro deck, and this is going to be featuring Swiftblade Vindicator, who gets buffed basically by everything in this deck. I was going back looking through my old YouTube videos the other day, and sometimes I do this, just not watching them, but you know, going back looking through them and like laughing at things that I thought was good or whatever. And I came down to that Terranica deck that ended up doing 23 damage by turn 4, something like that. And I was like, man, that was crazy. Why don't I play this card more? So today is kind of playing into that sentiment, right? Alrighty, so on into what we were actually playing here today in this deck. We do have 4 copies of Alseid, and this helps protect your Swiftblade or really any creature that's going to be swinging in for the final hoorah, because that's what this deck is all about, right? You get your Terranica down, you get your Aurelia down, and then they're both sort of boosting up whatever creature, Swiftblade, that you have down. Healer's Talk. It's a great target for Terranica plus Aurelia, given you don't have your Swiftblade, as it has flying and it's very cheap. So, you know, not too bad. Fight is 1. This is a very interesting and peculiar deck where I actually think it's really, really good, because we have the human soldier with Swiftblade, we have the human soldier with Terranica, and then everything else is non-human. So you're actually able to save 2 creatures with Fight is 1, which is a rare occasion. Infuriate obviously helps a great ton with Swiftblade, right? If you're already putting Swiftblade up to a 4/4 and then 6/4, and then you have Infuriate, well, now it's a 9/6. You know, 9/6 with double strike, vigilance, and trample is damn near enough to kill your opponent just in one go, right? Rimrock Knight, another great card that can boost up the Swiftblade, as well as not so much with Terranica, not so much with getting boosted there, but getting boosted by the Aurelia. You know, it goes up to 5/1. It has trample. It's able to get through there and really hurts your opponent. Next, we have 3 copies of Glass Casket and 3 copies of Banishing Light for some removal. Now, I would say when I started this deck, these 2 were 2 other cards that I was like, oh, we'll try this out. No. Long story short, no. I think I tried out Will of the All Hunter or something like that, and Phalanx Tactics. I was trying out some weird cards. But in the end, I decided, you know what, we're just going to go with removal here. So 3 copies of Glass Casket, 3 copies of Banishing Light, and pretty much good to go there. Eidolon of Inspiration is kind of here in case you don't have Terranica. Granted, it's not going to make things into a 4/4, you know, which is fantastic. It's not going to make them indestructible either. But adding +2/+0 is kind of like a mini Aurelia, and so you can at least make your Swiftblade go up to a 3/1, which is, you know, 6 damage, so still enough. Next, we have Light Up the Stage, because, well, pretty much everything in this deck is very cheap, so whenever you go to spin this, you're not going to regret it. Even if you end up dumpstering an Aurelia, you know, sometimes it happens. And that brings me to my last point, Aurelia. Card from Guilds of Ravnica, very, very old set. Well, I shouldn't say very, very old, because, you know, it's all about perspective, but an old set comparatively to when I started playing the game, right? Flying, Mentor, at the beginning of combat, you get to choose a target. It gets +2/+0. If it's white, it gains vigilance. If it's red, it gains trample. So, yeah, obviously you're going to be selecting your Swiftblade, which already has vigilance and trample, but you're putting it up to 3/1, and then again with Terranica. So anyways, the whole point of this deck is to boost up your Swiftblade and get it in, dealing huge amounts of damage. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Alrighty. Deck breakdown, whatever you call it, out of the way. We're gonna go and hop right into our match. Jose ZL. Yeah, that actually really does suck that we haven't been recording. Yikes. Yikes. Alright. Sorry, I should start looking at my hand. I know. Alright, we're gonna keep it. I see the Swift Blade, I see the Terranica. We're lined up for everything we want. I don't know if Phalanx Tactics is gonna stay in the deck. I feel like there's something else that I'm feeling in that slot, and I don't know what it is. Nope. You want to go Castle Ardenvale first here, because then on turn 2 you have the untapped mana, you get down Swift Blade. You feel good about yourself, basically, long story short. And if we can just find some white mana here, that'd be A to the okay for me. Hey, untapped white mana. Sometimes you just get it exactly right. So that's our Terranica down, and now we just need next turn, basically, right? Because now we go Infuriate onto the Swift Blade, and then the Veteran boosts them, and this boosts them, and well, basically we'll have a 7/7 indestructible double strike Trampler Vigilance. If only for a time being. It's literally the whole combo, but you know they have bounce. Like, there's no way I just get to play Aurelia and have this happen. But we gotta try for it, because this is literally, like, this is the combo. This is everything I was talking about. Come on, Aurelia. Don't get bounced, Swiftblade. You go here. They're gonna bounce my Swiftblade. They're gonna bounce my Swiftblade so hard. Boom, they didn't. They didn't. Oh my goodness. They're down to 5 health. Turn 4, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's bad. That's, of course, terrible. But then you just get another one and you feel so good. Alright, well. Let's hope they don't have another Shadow to the Sky. I'm gonna need some water. This riveting gameplay has me just absolutely... Okay. Woo, Jose! You beautiful bastard. You know. Try again. That's what they always told me. Man, I really got a frog in my throat this morning. Alright. Jose. Show me what you got. Scrying one to the top. I don't like to see that. Jose, you would be the bastard still trying to play fucking Yorion after the changes. Get out of here, you garbage ass. Absolute garbage. Three Shadow to the Skies already. No, 2. I'm sorry, 2 and a Callus. I was like, didn't they get rid of an Aurelia twice? 2 Shadow to the Skies. And a Callus Dismissal. Well, Jose, you slut. I don't know if that's gonna put you out of the range for my combat trickery. Of course, they probably have some more bounce spells, right? There's no way. Oh, okay. They're getting a shark. Whatever. Whatever. Hey, more lands. That's what I needed to win this game. Was more lands. Thanks, game. You always know what I need when I need it. Am I right? Unfortunately, this only puts our Hawk up to 6 damage, which, you know, if we do that, it's gonna be a nightmare. Whatever. Get in there. So they're down to 5. We're up to 23. Infuriate wouldn't have worked there anyway, so chill your tits. Now we see what they do. Thankfully, they can't pay 3 for Yorion and then put him into their hand and then also play him. Various time twist. Okay, so then they don't want to put it into their hand, right? Yeah. What? They did? Okay. Storm's Wrath. Well, we can at least do this and save our Healer's Hawk, right? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That might be enough damage. Finally. That's what you get for playing Yorion. Haha. And I get a frog in my throat every morning. Anyways, big enough victory. Jose the Narazard. I think that's Narazard instead of Charizard. You know, Nar, like off of League of Legends. I get it. It's a good joke. We can't keep this hand. We only have 1 land. As much as I love the double Aurelia spice you're throwing at me, game, I can't. I just can't. Oh, no. I'd rather keep the Light Up the Stage. I'd rather throw back the Infuriate. If I'm being honest. Wow, look at these. This combination of lands is just so gorgeous. Just so gorgeous. So glad that I scryed there. What are you doing to me, game? Can I have a normal game of Magic the Gathering this morning? Thank you. Thank you kindly for that one, actually. Drawing this mountain / plains literally makes our lives 10,000 times easier. Apollo Kranis already. Well, isn't that dandy? Hey, there's our Swiftblade. So next turn we can get down Swiftblade. We can have mana for fight as 1. We can't swing into a Swiftblade though. Opponent's playing an Eerie Ultimatum deck. Not too surprised. Those decks are dope. If we had a way to haste the Swiftblade, I guess we could get in, but we don't, so we're just gonna lose that Light of the Stage. That's all right. Oh shit! Goodness, smacking the mic around, coughing like crazy. They shouldn't. I was about to say they shouldn't swing in, given our Swiftblade is so strong, so powerful. So Terranica, she has to be swinging in order to proc. However, if I just throw down Aurelia, we can put him up to 3-1. Still not enough to just immediately chomp the Polocranis. If I put down Eidolon, though, then next to combat, plus you up, we swing in, and then we have Phalanx Tactics on the back end. No? Okay. I mean, if they're not going to block, I'm not going to Phalanx because it's not lethal. I'd rather save it for, you know, in case I need to save my creatures in some manner. So let's see. Do they go for the Polocranis up against Swiftblade here? Yes. Do I buff it? I think so. So they can swing with Skull Prophet, they can swing with Mire Triton. And they swing with Polocranis. Well, you don't want to kill the Polocranis. Nah. Give me all the damage. Go for Blood's decent removal. I think we lost this game just off the back of not having any creatures down for the first 3-4 turns. But you know. Magic. Magic the Gathering. Auden, gonna be our next foe for the day. We're gonna hope we can draw some lands, right? Just nothing but lands. That's a joke, sorry. Probably shouldn't joke like that as often. I definitely want to get the Swiftblade down, and I definitely want to get the Scry on, so. Will of the All Hunter. Sure. Whatever. There's some cards in here that I'm testing out before Ikoria like fades, you know, from being the newest set. So I gotta quit bottoming them. Because I always do. Every time I see Will of the All Hunter, I'm like, there's probably something better in my deck. And that's generally not how you want to feel about a card. So I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna push to keep it in my hand, and we're gonna see. I figured if there were ever a deck where it'd be decent in, it would be a Swiftblade Vindicator deck, right? We'll see though, because it requires you to have mana on your opponent's turn, which is not something you generally want to do with this deck, because you want to have mana for your stuff in your turn. But I guess it's seeing action here, right? Because yeah, we're just leaving up mana for Will of the All Hunter. You don't want to swing in and use it that way. No, you want to use it defensively. By the way, side note, our opponent seems to be playing a Selesnya Proliferate deck, and I'd just like to say hats off to them. It's been a minute since Proliferate. That was War of the Spark. Okay. Now it has double vigilance. Before it was only gonna stay untapped a little, but now it's untapped forever. So we could throw down the Eidolon of Inspiration and get in with the Swiftblade for a solid 6 damage. But come the crackback, well, whatever. The whole idea of this deck is to supercharge the Swiftblade, so let's supercharge the Swiftblade, right? No, because they're Keen Sight Mentor. Oh, that was almost very bad. Trading our Swiftblade out for the Keen Sight Mentor, not exactly what we want to do. Now, taking out the Hawali's Raptor, that would have been fine, but trading for the Keen Sight, no, thank you. Ah, our opponent's playing a Vigilance Tribal. Vigilante Tribal. No blocks. Ooh, we got the mana for the Aurelia. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da. Am I going for the Aurelia? Because if I go for the Aurelia, we have nothing to, like, protect our creatures with, right? But our Swiftblade will be dope. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the whole point of this, right? So, we're chunking them here. We're chunking them. Or they're blocking and we're trading out fantastically. No, we're chunking them. They're down to 10. Now, granted, Eidolon of Inspiration isn't necessarily an Necroan veteran. You know, he is a spirit. I guess he could be a Necroan veteran by technical definition, you know. Clearly, a spirit wearing armor is, well, I won't say clearly, but more than likely died in battle and is now a haunting army man or woman. Auden, what do you got for me? Because if you got nothing, then I'm coming back at you next turn. Ooh, well, yeah, that's a something. That's a something for sure. Well, I can block 4 damage here. Sounds good. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. No, that costs 2 mana. You can't do that. Trust me, I thought about it. I was like, ooh, can they Keen Sight Mentor my Aurelia? But no. No, you cannot. Now, I'm not going to lie, the Vigilance thing is nice, because now they still have people to defend against my Swiftblade with, and Well, let's be real. I wasn't accounting for things like that. You're taking my Aurelia? You're leaving your face wide open and you're taking my Aurelia. You son of a bitch. Alright, so Swiftblade's going up to lethal. You fool! Sorry for that voice crack there, by the way. Yeah, so we do that, and then just to show them. Good game. This is why you don't leave your face open to a Swiftblade. And you have Vigilance, too. Did you really think tapping 3 defenders to make sure an Aurelia? Be like, yeah, is that really the best idea? Cub Nad gonna be our foe here. Alright, I see a Swiftblade and I see 2 potentially untapped lands. I'm gonna keep it, even though I'm not a huge fan of these Phalanx tactics. Should probably remove them from the deck, but they were here in good spirit, right? They were here with the contemplation that maybe every foe doesn't run 3,000 copies of removal in their starter hand. But I do forget sometimes that we're some of the only people that don't heavily back the idea of just running removal everywhere, you know? A Stormwild deck, that's something. So we're definitely going to want Fight as 1 available, which means I don't really want to play my Eidolon here. I could play Phalanx and take out that, which means I could play this here. Alright, so we'll swing in. They're not going to do anything. We'll get the damage in for the Frisky. Goodness gracious, I need some water. Much better. Okay, well, yeah, this is pretty much what we planned for. Alright, my turn. Cool beans. Ooh, go for blood. That's interesting. Again, I don't know if it counts my first strike on the Swiftblade when I do that, so I don't think I'll be experimenting today. But I will get down the Eidolon of Inspiration. We'll try and see. I kind of expect them to have a Justice Strike here. I know these Stormwild decks. I know what they play. Cool, so we got them down to 12. I don't trust them. We know they play the Deafening Clarion. Zenith Flare? Okay, you know what? I changed my answer. I have no earthly idea what they're playing. Thought I did. That's gone out the window. Oh, we're still taking them down to 9, so I mean, whatever. Magic is still being gathered, I guess. Yeah, they're playing some weird Stormwild cycling deck. What is happening? Cub Nad, you're going off the deep end. You crazy boy, you. Say, Chance, why are you shocking in that land? The only thing that allows you to do is double play your Phalanx tactics, or, well, hey, you know, that works too. Cub Nad, get out of here with your cycling and your Stormwild of the Caprador. Uller. 13, I guess. Cool beans, 2 Swiftblades. Just there, ready and waiting. I think I do go for an Alseid here, since they can actually protect the Swiftblades, given we actually draw some more mana. I almost bite my tongue a little bit on that sentence, because, well, you know, once you say the M word or the L word, you know, mana or lands, they either get scared and they never show up again, or they just flood you. You know what I'm now realizing? Also, what is up with all these Stormwild decks? Did I I dare say set off a new post-chain Stormwild aftermath effect. I don't know. So we can actually take out their Stormwild here with our Rimrock onto the Swiftblade, and we have another Swiftblade to replace it. So like that, I think is worth it. Could toss down the Light Up the Stage here. If I do this though, we don't have anything to play really instant speed. I do though. I want to gain. I want some lands. Damn it! I want some lands. Give me some lands. You gave me a land. Hey, I'm happy about it. I'm happy. And a Castle Embereth. That's another one. Wow, game, you are just popping off on the lands. Do I use the Alseid to protect our Swiftblade from what is sure to be ensuing damage? Yeah, I think so. So let's see it. Is it Storm's Wrath? A Lava Brink Venturer. Interesting. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-da-dum. So the really unfortunate thing about that Lava Brink Venturer is it doesn't matter how big our Swiftblade gets, it's not getting through there. Now we could give our Swiftblade protection from white, I suppose, and get in some sweet blissful damage. But I gotta say, it's not looking great for us. It's not looking too fanciful. Alright, we're chilling. We're just big chilling. Yeah, two Stormwild Capador decks back to back. Man. It's a rough one to see. Oh, you just swing it all in too, huh? Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, I think you just block here. And they're definitely going for the board wipe, right? But if they're going for the board wipe and I make sure that they also get board wiped, is it the worst thing in the world? You know what I mean? Because I can't save anything anyways here, could I? Well, I could. I could Alseid onto the Swiftblade. But that also leaves their Stormwild alive, and well, that's not great. Ah, they have an instant speed Justice Strike. Boy, isn't that riveting. Isn't that just fanciful? I want to go. Alright, GG. Our foe on this magical journey of magic stuff. God. There we go. We're keeping it. Alrighty. A semi-decent realistic hand. Who would've thunk it? I'm actually gonna keep the Light Up the Stage so we can get some card draw here. Maybe potentially not just get immediately fucked. But I'd almost be willing to bet my left kidney our Healer Sock gets shocked. Or Bone Crusher Giant. Now remember I said almost, so nobody's getting my left kidney here. I need that. I need the left, I need the right, I need all of them combined, okay? Oh, somebody was getting an organ there. That's so disgusting. Anyways, we're gonna go for the Light of the Stage. There we go. Banishing Light and a Fabled Passage. Well, hey, I can play both of those come next turn, so sure. Oh no, I can't play both those come next turn. Well, that's a pain. You can either play the Fabled Passage and get down the land, or you can play the Banishing Light. Because obviously Fabled Passage mana doesn't come down untapped. Well, I'm fine losing the Fabled Passage. I'm not gonna lie. We already have 5 mana in hand, or like from what's in hand and on the board. I think getting rid of the Fabled Passage is fine, or letting it slide, whatever. By the way, I was wrong also. Our opponent's not playing. They're playing some weird stuff. Lucas, thank you. Thank you kindly, sir. we're actually gonna have a decent little Magic the Gathering here, because they're not just playing like top tier. You know what I'm saying. They really should have a jank queue in, but I guess that's the thing. You can never tell. Although if they did something kind of like what they do with the shakeups, right? Which, don't get me wrong, I don't necessarily love the ideas of the shakeups, because they only give you 1,000 experience, and they're basically like, hey, go play this magical wonderland that you wish existed, but of course we're not going to make it so. Because in the shakeups, they basically say, hey, you know all those cards that y'all all say are super overpowered and busted? We're going to take them away. By the way, love drawing 3 Aurelias. Love it. This is everything I want to see almost ever, always, and forever.
Hey, go easy. I'm training here.
That sounded like a very complicated sentence. I'm not sure that it entirely made sense. Oh, no. Oh, baby. I was looking at it all wrong. It's a Winota deck. Well, thank God they can't hit Agent of Treachery anymore. Am I right? Well, we can block Tajik because, yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't want to block one of you little tiny 1/1s. Alright, so we're for damn sure killing the Chandra. We can't Glass Casket the Winota, but we can Glass Casket the Tajik, so I'm alright with that. I don't want to fight as one either. Hey, that. Thanks. Okay, thanks. How big is that Chandra? She's only at 1 health, so I'm going here and I'm going here. And of course you'll mentor this one, yeah.
I'm late to meditation.
Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum. Alright, well, you now just have a lonely little Winota. Can you create some non-human, you son of a bitch?
Living in a monastery full of firebrands? Don't worry, I brought company.
Get rid of one Chandra. Behind that Chandra, you find another Chandra. That's actually a pretty accurate representation of how I feel like this next standard is going to be, except not Chandra, it's going to be Teferi, right? You take out one Teferi, you find another Teferi. You take out that Teferi, you find another Teferi. It's going to be Teferi. There's a way to say terrific and Tef in the same thing, right? Tefrific? Tefrific? Man, my mouth does not like that one. Alright. So, Aurelia, you good, awesome cards. This time you're taking out Chandra. And Healer Sock, you're still going to face. It'll get mentored, it'll gain us some life, yada yada yada, blah blah blah.
Maybe I'm not cut out to be a monk.
And done. I see. So then you just give your Haktos first strike and trample. Or your Winota. That's strange, but boy, am I glad I'm playing a Winota deck. Regulus. Oh, did I unmute myself, by the way? That would be bad. I did. Okay. Alright, cool beans. So... Sure. We can get to the Terranica. Terranica can boost up the Healer Sock. This could be alright. Two Terranicas. Well, not exactly what you want to see, but that's alright. For some reason, I was like, oh yeah, Healer Sock has ace. I'll just swing in here. Alright, so here we'll get a Plains. Turn 3, we'll get down Terranica. I guess if they remove her, you know, we got another one. That's good. Having a backup's not a bad thing, I suppose. Our opponent's playing a very large deck. Not quite sure why, but I guess we'll figure it out soon enough, huh? Mu Yanling. Nice. I don't want to say thanks. That sounds like the wrong thing to say. So we can Rimrock and put our Alseid up to almost killing the Mu Yanling. Could also just Banishing Light her. If I do the Rimrock, I'm also getting the Rimrock down though. Alright. This way she at least won't be able to summon a bird, right?
Do not challenge a raging river.
That's a little curious.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Alright, so I can kill the Mu Yanling here. I do want to get down to Terranica. I don't... Well, same time, banishing a Kiora. It's a solid play. Nah, we're here to play Terranica. We're here to supercharge stuff. So, let's do what we're meant to do.
I guess I'll explore somewhere else.
And this way, if they play a creature, you know, then we can Banishing Light it. It's not a big deal. Sarkhan. Ooh, are they only playing Planeswalkers? What's going on here? And we're not drawing any lands. That's alright. I don't need any lands. Regulus, they're just gonna concede. Normran. Ow. Sorry, I know y'all just heard that too. I just accidentally punched my desk on the way up. I'm gonna keep it. We don't have great land base, but we have the Swiftblade, we have the Terranica, so we're right there. We're right there at it. Ooh, and a fight is one, which means if we can get some more lands, we'll be able to protect some stuff. Speaking of protecting stuff, well, we're gonna have to take a risk with this Swiftblade unless we want to just keep waiting on lands, and I'm not too keen on that idea. Just leave my Swiftblade alone. Thank you kindly. Don't do it. Don't you fucking do it. Hey, that fucking land we needed. What a coincidence. Shows you that patience can be a virtue, and I should really just slow down. Alright, so you get down the Alseid. That protects the Terranica. I think you just get in some good old damage. I don't think I'm Glass Casketing a Footlight Fiend. That just sounds like a bad idea. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Unless they wanted the land, maybe? I don't know. I guess they did. It's a very weird Theater of Horrors deck. Are they throwing down the Legion War Boss? Lava Cool. Again, my creatures have... Okay, Norm ran. They're running. They're certainly running. Ken, gonna be our next foe. Just Ken. I feel like I've faced you before, Ken. We'll have to see though. Swiftblade into an Aurelia? Sure, I'll keep it. That sounds like a whole fun time to me. I think I'm gonna go Temple of Triumph into the Sacred Foundry so we can go ahead and get that Scry on too. Although there's an Alseid. Yeah, still going for the Temple of Triumph. A land, you keep it. That's our Aurelia. So what we're actually gonna do here, Vampire of the Dire Moon and a Healer's Hawk. So our opponent's playing life gain. Life gain all the way. If I put down the Swiftblade here, they have a chance to remove it. If I put down Alseid, it doesn't really do anything. So the only play that actually gave us something was Glass Casket. Gave us the advantage of taking out a Death Touch creature, which again doesn't really matter to Swiftblade, but we got to take that Ajani out. Is it worth leaving it for a turn though, so I can get down more important stuff? I guess we could just do that too, huh? Next turn we can play Swiftblade. We don't have to rush into the Aurelia. Oath of Kaya to take out our Alseid. Yeah, so I'm happy I didn't play Swiftblade there. Happy that I haven't played it thus far, I guess I should say. And we will go ahead and get it down. We'll get it down here. It's a little bit mana inefficient with the Aurelia being able to get down for 4, but it's okay. They're going to get down on a Johnny Strength of the Pride and a Johnny Cat Soldier creature token. And then they're going to swing with Healer's Hawk. I think... if I leave the token alone and I just put down Aurelia, our Swiftblade does get to kill the Strength of the Pride because they're not going to block it. If I Banishing Light the token, that takes about our whole turn. And we're not killing the Strength of the Pride. If I get down Eidolon of Inspiration, I might as well have gotten down Aurelia. So we'll go here. We'll take out the Ajani. Oh, I forgot all about Oath of Kaya. We'll still take it out though, yeah? No. Take it down to 2. Yikes. Well then Banishing Light was the play, right? Banishing Light was the play. You live and you learn. Oh, Oath of Kaya.
I have come for vengeance.
A sword. Well, thankfully you don't really have any creature cards in your graveyard. We've been exiling all of them. Ha ha ha. Still slowly ticking us down. I think I want to remove the Ajani. I don't know, we're getting down one of the Banishing Lights for sure. And then Aurelia's swinging in. Okay, so here's the thing. Aurelia can kill the Ajani Strength of the Pride, so we're definitely throwing down Banishing Light on the Sorin. And we're just going to take the damage from the Oath of Kaya. That's fine. Yep, that's alright. So they shouldn't block here. They're going to block here. Maybe they have another Johnny that they're going to play down in exile. I mean, that wouldn't have been bad because they get rid of the glass caskets, whatnot. Anyways, we're getting down to Swiftblade. Good old Swiftblade. And we're definitely being able to get in damage here, so I'm not worried about them drawing into another Johnny. And then Aurelia, yeah, you're just getting boosted, baby. Boosted. Oh, swinging. So this will take them down below, yeah, that 35 life, which is what they need in order to play a Johnny Strength of the Pride, and then just hit the 0 effect on us. Alright, they're down to just Healer's Hawks. I think we got this game. Yeah, Ken's gonna scoop it out. Fantastic. Alrighty, matches are all through. Now we're into the upgrades or the deck tech wrap up. There we go. Trying to remember the name we had specified for. Anyways, I'm going to be showing you what upgrades you can make to the deck. Some different suggestions based off, you know, me playing it and learning and all that good stuff. And in general, some other cards you can play, right? So, first things first, if I was to go back and rework this deck or whatever, I would probably take out Rimrock, Eidolon of Inspiration, and light up the stage. Now, it's not to say that you can't find a way to leave them in and make them work. I just personally think that they're not the strongest in the deck. I would also probably cut at least one copy of Fight as One and maybe a copy or two of Healer's Hawk. Anyways, after you get done with your cuts and, you know, all this and that and whatever, looking over here at the sideboard, we have some pretty awesome selections, actually, and that I didn't think about before, and kind of wish I had. Most namely, of course, all that glitters. So I got to looking back at the deck, and I was like, enchantment, artifact, enchantment, enchantment. You know, I was like, there's a lot of enchantment artifacts, right? And this was before I was like, I don't have Inspiration, cut it. But it gave me the idea, what happens if you throw in all that glitters instead of throwing on something small like a Healer's Hawk or like a Gingerbread? What if you throw it on on a Swiftblade, right? So instead of it coming down and the opponent being like, ah, damn, now they have a 9/9. It's going to come down and the opponent's going to be like, ah, damn, now they have a 9/1 with double strike, vigilance, and trample. So all that glitters, I definitely recommend checking it out in this deck. Now, that being said and out of the way, I did still just recommend you get down with Eidolon. No, get rid of Eidolon of Inspiration. Now, if you're looking for things to replace it as far as enchantments go, there's Glaring Aegis, which gives your creature +1/+3 and allows you to tap target creature an opponent controls. Obviously, this is great with Swiftblade because, well, turns him into a 2/4, so even harder to kill, even more damage. Brought Back is another great card. Obviously, your opponent's going to be looking to remove your Swiftblade because, well, it's going to get huge. So, 2 lonely little mana, you can return your Swiftblade and, you know, whatever else may have died in that turn. Next up, we have Fencing Ace, which is kind of like a Swiftblade except without the vigilance and trample. Right, but it is still 2 mana, has double strike. So if you're looking to play more Swiftblade-y action, here you go, Fencing Ace, 2 mana. Sentinel's Mark is another great one if you're going to play all that glitters, right? It again, it boosts your Swiftblade up to what, 2/3. But the main thing here is it gives your Swiftblade lifelink. So, you know, when you are boosting your Swiftblade up, it now has lifelink, and instead, whenever it swings in, even for that 4 damage, you know, it's going to heal you a little bit, which is nice. Down here at the bottom, if you don't like the idea of changing it into an enchantment deck, you kind of want it to stay creatures, whatever, I recommend maybe going for a Stormwild Captor. It's not super strong, but it'll allow you to replace these cards that I've already deemed as, like, not worth it, right? So Stormwild Captor, I recommend slotting that in if you're not going to go for the whole artifact enchantment, whatever. And then if you're going to play Stormwild, of course, you got to play things like Justice Strike as your removal instead of the Banishing Light and the Glass Caskets because, well, Justice Strike allows you to build up your Stormwild, whereas the other ones do not. And I think I threw the lava cool in here as a suggestion. If you're having problems with people removing your glass caskets and your banishing lights, and you're not playing the All That Glitters deck, lava cool is fantastic. 4 damage, you get to exile it, takes care of those kitty cats, take care of, well, pretty much anything that's going to be coming back from the graveyard, right? So that's going to pretty much do it for our add-in cards or whatever, you know. As always, I would like to remind you, if you watched all the way through the video, please be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions on this video, future videos, or past videos. Furthermore, if you're new here and, well, you did watch all the way through, consider subscribing. It's free. It's a great way to support the channel. And if you click on that bell icon that pops out after you click on the subscribe button, you actually get a notification whenever I post videos and post posts and all that good shenanigans. Now, if you're looking to catch us live, sorry, voice crack, I knew it was coming, I was trying to avoid it. If you're looking to catch us live, head over to twitch.tv/DrSpilliken. And if you're looking for a Discord community to join up with, hop down in the description below of any of these videos, and there's a link that'll pop you over to Discord, and it'll be great. Anyways, that's going to pretty much do it for me today. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Deck's been done. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And as always, I'll see you either later tonight or tomorrow. Peace.